Why does your AI sometimes spit out complete nonsense, like pizza, in the middle of a serious sentence? And how do you write the PyTorch code to stop it? Welcome to Yurix AI. This is Lecture 30 of LLMs from Scratch, Zero to Builder. Today, we are mastering top K sampling so you can finally balance your AI's creativity with perfect coherence. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is the roadmap for today's explainer lecture. 1. What top K sampling is. 2. Coding it in Python. 3. Top K plus temperature. 4. Testing on a demo. And 5. Reducing model overfitting.
All right, section 1, what top K sampling actually is.
Everything starts with logits. If you're newer to this, logits are simply the raw, unnormalized output scores coming right out of the language model's final neural network layer. Just think of them as the raw confidence scores the model assigns to every single possible next word in its vocabulary. Understanding logits is literally the foundation for everything we're about to code. Now here's where we run into trouble. If we use deterministic output, meaning the model just rigidly picks the number one highest scoring word every single time, it's safe, sure, but it gets incredibly repetitive. It basically just copy-pastes its training data. To fix that, we usually throw in temperature scaling to add some probabilistic randomness. But watch what happens when the temperature gets too high. Push it up to, say, 5, and the distribution flattens out so much that there's suddenly a 4% chance a completely random, nonsensical word like pizza gets picked, totally ruining your sentence. We desperately need a middle ground here. And that middle ground is our standout idea for today. Top K keeps only the best few candidate words, so the model stays creative but never picks nonsense. If that just clicked, hit the like button. Now, what's really interesting about this next part is the softmax function. Softmax is just a math operation that converts those raw, messy logits we talked about into a clean tensor of probabilities that add up to exactly 1. We absolutely need this conversion to get real percentages, but we have to be super clever about exactly when and how we apply it so we can reveal the underlying math trick that blocks out the nonsense words. To really wrap our heads around this trick, let's use the VIP bouncer analogy. Step 1, you get your logits. Picture this as a massive crowd of people waiting outside a club. Step 2, you find the top K. The bouncer checks the VIP list and isolates just the top 3 or top 5 best candidates. Step 3 is the secret sauce. You set the rest of the scores to negative infinity. You're basically kicking everyone else out of line. Why? Because in step 4, when the softmax function turns those scores into probabilities, anything that was negative infinity mathematically becomes exactly 0%. Those nonsense words literally have a 0% chance of getting past the bouncer. Moving right along to section 2. Coding top K in Python. PyTorch actually makes finding our VIPs incredibly easy with a built-in function called torch.topk. Looking at the documentation, this function just takes your input tensor and whatever number you choose for k. It then hands you back 2 really useful pieces of information, the top k largest values in that tensor and the specific index positions for those values. This tells our code exactly which words are the top candidates. Next up, we have to actually execute that VIP bouncer analogy in the codebase. We do that using torch.where. This function takes a logical condition, an x value, and a y value. We're essentially telling PyTorch, hey, wherever a value is not on our top K VIP list, mask it out by replacing it with negative infinity. This beautifully filters our tensor before the softmax function even touches it. After we filter our VIPs and apply softmax, we don't want to just boringly pick the number 1 option every single time. Instead, we use a multinomial distribution. By using torch.multinomial, we sample the next token probabilistically based on its actual probability score. This introduces controlled randomness. The high-scoring token still wins most of the time, but the number 2 and 3 tokens now have a statistically fair shot, which makes the generated text feel natural and creative. Before we wire all this code together, I want to hear from you. Top K plus temperature. Which combo do you think gives the best writing? Pause this explainer right now, head down, and drop your answer in the comments. Let's see who can guess the optimal hyperparameter balance.
All right, section 3, combining top K with temperature scaling.
Here is the master schematic for our complete decoding pipeline. I want everyone to completely grasp this order of operations. Step 1, apply top K to filter out the noise and replace those bad logits with negative infinity. Step 2, divide the surviving logits by your chosen temperature to adjust the probability distribution. Step 3, apply softmax to convert those scaled logits into actual probabilities that add up to 1. And finally, step 4, sample from the multinomial distribution to pick your next word. This is exactly how the final Python generation function is structured.
Let's move to section 4 and see how this builds, testing top K plus temperature on a live demo.
For this live test run, we're plugging in these specific hyperparameters. We are asking for a maximum of 15 new tokens. We set top K to 25, meaning we only ever consider the 25 best vocabulary words at any given step. And we set the temperature to 1.4. This 1.4 value is a fantastic trade-off. It's high enough to prevent a sharp, boring probability distribution, but thanks to our top K filter, it won't produce nonsensical outputs. And here's what it spits out. Every effort moves you stand to work on surprise one of us had gone with random. Now, looking at this, we can confirm that while it might not be flawless, perfectly fluent English just yet, keep in mind our model is still training after all. It totally succeeds at avoiding completely random vocabulary. It generates novel text without hallucinating junk.
Which brings us to our final part, section 5, how decoding strategies actually reduce overfitting.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive difference between simple memorization and true generative AI. Without probabilistic sampling, like if we just used a naive deterministic strategy, models basically just copy and paste their training data. They exactly repeat what they were fed. They overfit. But by forcing the model to sample probabilistically from a filtered set of top options, it literally creates completely new word combinations that never even existed in its training data. So, the crucial point is this. Here is your explainer recap. Top K acts as a rigid filter, completely removing nonsensical outliers from the vocabulary pool. Temperature acts like a dial, controlling the shape of the probability distribution. And together, they form a highly powerful decoding pipeline that definitively stops model overfitting dead in its tracks. As we wrap up this lecture, I want to leave you with a provocative thought. What other parameters could we tweak next to make our custom LML perfectly human-like? Think about that for our next session. Like, share, subscribe to Yurix AI for a new lecture every day. Hit the bell.